The next event is Lu Oltan. She's been running the game on el arte, el juego since 2009. And so there's an event just coming up. It's going to run for an hour and a half. It's part of a workshop program, so it's been interactive, but now we're just streaming the results. So yeah, let's go live. Looking forward to it.
Welcome everyone. My name is Lujano Ulton, or Lu Ulton. I'm the director of Game on el Arte and Juego, which is an art game exhibition that has been running in Argentina for 10 years now. We began almost at the same time as Amaze Berlin, so we're really happy to be joining now this live session, experimenting with them, and celebrating these virtual times. We have prepared a very special tour, a live tour. We'll be taking you through 5 rooms. There will be different kind of interactions. Some will be more contemplative experiences. All other will be more interactive. There will be games, there will be live streaming. We will have many surprises. And you don't have to do anything, don't worry. I will be your host during this tour. It's like a field trip, so please stay close to me. Right now, we are in the Game On room. You can walk around and have a glimpse to what we have been doing all these 10 years. You will see some of the posters, a few videos, and some pictures. For those of you who are watching from home, this is the reception room of Game On. And there are 5 other rooms that are all connected. Each room belongs to an artist or a game developer, and they have been all working during these past 2 months, preparing different experiences. So the performances are not meant to be happening here in this room, but in all those other 5 rooms. We go now to our first room. We're going to Tembak room. I will be teletransporting you. Those of you at home, we are now at Tembak's room. He will be giving an introduction and then we'll be touring around this room.
I have not left my house for more than 2 weeks. Like many people around the world, for several months, I have only been leaving my house to make essential purchases. As I look down on my balcony mesh, I think I literally live locked in a cage floating in space. In 2017, for Game On el Arte en Juego, I made a game about depression. 3 years ago, the direction the world was taking was very negative. The refugee crisis, famine, genocide, advancement of right ideologies, transphobia, existential terror, cosmic horror, etc. From that, I imagine a character floating in space, inside a cage. The only contact he has with the outside world is through a webcam. The aim of the game was for people to reflect on what beauty is to them. The world is a horrible place sometimes, and it is often difficult to lift our heads to see the beauty around us. The player photos form a collective conceptualization of beauty, a collective collage about beauty made from a video game. Now we are all that character, locked in our cages, floating through space, communicating by webcam.
Now we'll be touring Agustin's room. Here is a portrait, a self-portrait of Agustin. And this is the model, the live model, the virtual live model of the cage that Agustin was talking about that was represented at the Game On in that edition. You have now the option to walk in and be immersed with all these strange subjects, memories, live characters. I don't know. It's up to you to guess what this all means and what it means to each of you. And these are some images that were shared during the experience.
Some people took photo of money. That was really funny because I was surprised when someone said money is beauty for me. But it's mostly pictures of their kids.
We're leaving now to our second stop during this tour.
Thanks for coming.
Please accommodate yourself in this mini or big screen scenario, and it begins.
we're video game. We're Hernan Saez, Paloma Balestrini, and Maximo Balestrini. You may remember us from such games as Double Tone, the party game console, but in this occasion, the subject is Navi, our traveling arcade cabinet game that was released in 2012. It's an arcade cabinet space shooter resistant game made in Argentina. Its earliest international fan is Ryo Nagato from Japan, who found out about Navi even before it was released, but he never played it. And that's what we're trying to fix today. We'll try to make possible for Ryo to play Navi for the first time. And for that, we're developing a custom online remote control robot arcade system. Its name, Robota. Robota will allow players to control an arcade machine remotely located through their computers at their homes. This leads us to a new way of playing Navi. We present Navi Remote. Navi Remote will allow players to play Navi arcade on its original arcade machine from anywhere in the world. Today we're going to make the first online testing of this mode live from Japan. And for that, we have a very special guest, Nagato-san. He's going to play Navi for the first time ever from Japan. Hi Ryo, welcome to Navi Remoto's first test.
Hi. Hello.
Left. Right. Fire. Okay. So the first part of the test is working okay.
We're having a player in Japan playing Navi Arcade in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
So this will be your first play with Navi.
Can you see the controls in the center of the screen of the arcade in Buenos Aires? And then you have the player in Japan. And Hernan controlling the arcade in Buenos Aires.
Okay. So that's your first play. You can enter your name, please. The power up. Okay, good.
Okay. No pressure here, just everyone watching all around the world how he does and he manages to play Navi.
Thank you everyone. See you next time for the next Navi Remote test. Okay. Bye bye.
Check all this info so you can follow the work for Videogamo. And I think you are about to go to our next room.
I am Sebastián Blanco. I am the creative director of Papacorps, an indie studio from Argentina. I am also directing an experimental game lab of the Information Technology faculty at Universidad Abierta Interamericana. Please mute your microphones and follow me. We are starting in 3, 2.
Go!
This room is about connecting with your purpose. It tries to replicate in an abstract way my journey to become an indie developer. Before walking, I want you to notice some things. Here, you can find 5 pillars. They have objects attached. Each object belongs to a particular game that changed how I see the medium. They sparked my interest to develop and keep on with this journey. Before starting a career path, things may get a little obfuscated. That's why the symbol glitches depending on your standpoint. You start having doubt. You are going to live the dream, so you start to walk. Please, follow me. This is real life. You start seeing obstacles. You continue no matter what, and you have been fooled because you did not listen to your inner voice. You had an epiphany. The Mayans believed that you go backwards to the future while looking to the past. It is another paradigm and makes sense because the future is uncertain. Maybe it is easier to concentrate on what you achieved and the obstacles that you overcame, to advance while looking to the tree on the corner, to enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process.
He also mentioned that sometimes walking backwards make it easier. There's a lot of us here.
When you go backwards, you can see your own walls of your mind.
Okay, he's saying that when you change the way you look at things, things change. That was the idea behind all this. And we made it to the beginning of the experience once again. And maybe we can decide to choose a different path, to try different options, or to repeat the same path, because in the end it was the path that took us where we are now.
Are you following your real dreams? Hope you enjoyed this journey. For me, it was an opportunity to evoke the connection with your purpose, enjoying the process and overcoming obstacles. And now, the most important part, coming back to tell your experience to the people you admire and love you, and they are watching you from the tree. So we are going to that place before teleporting to the next room. Stay safe and have fun. Thank you.
Hello to everyone. I'm Laura Palavecino from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm a visual artist and a game designer interested in nature, ancient stories, and technology. It is my techno-digital ritual to summon the powers of nature, because you'll see, in several years ago, I got fascinated by the metaphor of the game as a magic circle. Please follow my words. This is going to be a very sad song. It won't be long. Please look at the sky. Can you see the starry eyes of the night? Can you see the circle in the middle of the room? In the middle of the circle, there is a house. In this house, there is a doll. Slow wind, black wind, walk in the dark. Do you remember our last hide and seek? While we still were young. Now you all can play around this room. You can find my friends among the stars. Their stories will live forever in our hearts. And now I will tell you the secret name buried among the soil. Your secret name is love. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thanks, Laura. So this was a very special ritual. And in this room, you can walk around through all the Laura's personal imaginary. She has been working with the new media arts and art games for a decade now, I think. And this is a really, really special room. So mystical.
Yes, I considered this room as a digital site to connect with the stories behind the stars and constellations, the cycles of nature, suppositions about the beginning of human culture, and about the metaphor of the game as a magic circle, and as a place to update, represent, accompany, and carry out the cosmic event following Homo Ludens books from Huizinga.
So this was Laura performance and immersive experience. I will be taking you all now with our final room. We're going to visit Gialomba's Julieta Lombardelli room, and this will be almost the end of this field trip.
Now it's time to play. This time I invite you to rethink a strategy game based on the culture of the original people of South America. This specific game is called Comica, which in Mapuche means the one who eats everything. However, it's not only a Mapuche game, because the same game was found in small variations on different cultures, such as the Guarani culture. But the mechanics and the dynamics are very similar. This is a hunting game, which was used to teach strategies to go hunting among the different cells. For this game, we are going to need two teams. This is a costume to the team that is going to represent the puma or the pangui in Mapuche or the jaguar. In this team, you are going to be one person on the board game, and the other person on the team are going to help to the puma or the jaguarete to escape or to avoid the dog. The other team must be 12 persons or 12 dogs. So you can open the mic or we can chat. That's up to you how the team will be organized to be the 12 dogs that must hunt the jaguarete alone. Why jaguarete? Because they are animals, very lonely animals, and very difficult to see. And the puma is too a very difficult animal to see and a very lonely animal. So the puma and the jaguarete will be alone there, and the other ones, the 12 dogs, will be in these spaces, putting one on each side of the lines in the board game. According to the Mapuche culture, to win, you must have achieved the objective twice. One time on the toga's field and once on the dog's field. So why this and why the ants? Because in this simple action of winning twice, we understand the importance of solving challenges, on the achievement of learning through the experiences of the game, overcoming the idea of belonging to one or the other side. In this time, there are no opposite sides, only experience, only search. And the focus of the game is not the rivalry, but the teamwork from one side or the other. And one thing that human beings are now arising or understanding is the teamwork. And teamwork, collaborative work, is something that you can learn to do it. Game is a very wonderful way to learn, to play, to collaborate each other. Why the ants? Because as living beings, they are a form of single interconnected brain. They organize and communicate through one organ, and they all work together with a common goal. But these are my ants, and in each living being, each organism from this unique singularity, when they work together as a team, collaborating with each other, that is the most powerful tool that is formed. It is not the power of one, but the power of each singularity working together for a common goal.
Thank you everyone watching at home, and I hope you have enjoyed this session. We will keep playing, and you can visit us anytime you want, or you can reach us via internet, Twitter, hashtag, anything. Just stay tuned.